Howdy. I wanted to take a second and just explain why I went to the work to build a steel storage cutoff saw shop. Mainly it's because I have steel stacked in the corner, and I have steel stacked on the floor behind me and over there, and miscellaneous, because as a blacksmith you never throw nothing away. I mean, you get down to a piece of steel that big, okay, it's scrap. Or you can weld it together. I mean, you can do a lot of different things. So as you work the scrap up to small pieces that you can't use, they go in the scrap bin. But everything else that you have, if you have a piece of angle iron that's 6 inches long, you save it. Because if you don't, pretty quick you're dragging out a new piece of steel for a piece 5.5 inches long. I know this. I've done it 1,000 times. So if you have the room, save it. Keep working it down. Always go to your scrap pile first. Work out of the scrap pile. Sometimes you change your design a little bit to work with what you have. And that's really a key. I'm 35 miles from a steel supply store. So I just don't decide to run to the store and buy something because I need this one certain thing. Sometimes I'll take a bigger piece of angle iron and cut it down, or weld a couple of pieces together. I do a lot of different things, but my time's not really an issue for me. But I wanted to take a second and just show you some of the piles of scrap that we got on the floor. That this is why we're building the shop. Here's a steel pile stacked in the corner. Oh, look at that. 2x2 by 8 square tubing. There's some 3/4 bar, 1/2 inch solid bar. I think that's 5/8 round bar, 1/4 inch round, little piece of angle iron, piece of 3/8 round stock solid. That's all laying on the floor. Some of those are in 20-foot links. Here's my short pile. 2x2 by 8 square tube. It looks like a piece 1.25 pipe, a piece of 2.5 inch pipe, and some hinge, a couple other pieces of miscellaneous stuff I don't want to throw away. We've got this little pile. There's a pump base, there's horseshoes, there's railroad spikes, there's angle iron, there's flat bar, there's square tube, there's more angle iron, there's scrap that a buddy brought me and said, hey, you can make something out of this with your trip hammer. So it all goes in those buckets, and pretty quick you can't find it. And there's a piece of copper pipe, there's some all thread, there's some round rod, there's some flat bar, there's some number 9 wire, there's a piece of 3/8 copper. Anyway, there it all is, and it's all on the floor, kind of in a pile, and I have to dig through it every time I want to mess with it. The reason I just showed you all that is I have racks for long stuff. This is going to be the blacksmith's stuff, mostly solid steels. These will be angle irons over here. I did notice I don't have really a place for my small stuff. I have some expanded metal. It's 4x8 sheet. I'm going to cut it into 3/16-inch wide pieces, and I'm going to make a 20-foot table that goes under here, probably about that high, that I can stack little stuff on. see my holy shirt. Okay. Okay. Thanks, babe. Come here. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Can you sit down? Sit. 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 Good girl. Give me 5. Oh, doggone it. Can you circle? Circle. Ooh, that's a good dog. And down. 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 You don't like the hard ground, do you? Okay. Give me 5. Ah, wave. Sit, sit, sit. Wave. Come on, wave. Oh, good dog. Okay. That's how I'll hold this angle flush with the pipe. We'll do a tack here. I'll lay a piece of steel, probably, this is 5/16. I'll probably lay 1/4 in there just to fill that gap and weld down each side. I just want the welds lower than this angle when I'm done. And I can make this weld right here. I've marked about 2.5, and then every 2 feet a 2.5-inch weld, 2 feet more, a 2.5-inch weld, and then I'll work this angle iron down each time because you can tell it's going to be off just a little bit. Okay, I put another little brace right there and one clamp to hold it over. That's plenty flush. That'll work. I cut a piece of 1/4-inch rod. Show you that. And that's going to keep me about a 1/4-inch low. They give me room for a nice weld and won't waste a lot of material. And I can probably do that in 1 pass. If I get a bigger one, I'll have to do it in 2 passes. So that'll work. So I can cut quite a few of those and get them ground up and clean. Marks where that goes. So as I tack this one, I'll move this clamp down and tack that one. So I'll hold a clamp at each spot as I go. Keep it as straight as I can. 32 foot 2 inches. Look at that, 32 foot. Oh, it's off a hair. Oh, maybe an 1/8, maybe an 1/8. I think we can handle that. So I wanted to check that. I could have cheated one way or another so my tin would have lined up, but an 1/8 of an inch isn't going to hurt anything. My wife's making chocolate cake today. So anyway, we're going to wrap this up. We're done with the welding on this. I got to grind up a few little things here and there. Go to town tomorrow and order the tin for it. I'm going to drag it outside before I put the tin on it. We'll video that and make that the last video. This will be number 9. I appreciate everybody's watching and comments. Ace, thanks for the comment on the saw. Appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you on some of the next videos. Until then, please subscribe and be safe. I want to see all of you again. Thanks a lot.